What's up, Stripe Nation? Blake Albertson here with BB Lawn Care. Today, I want to tell you guys, seriously the truth about some things, and maybe this will help some of you guys if you're going through a little bit of a tough time. You know, you're making a couple mistakes, you're learning a few lessons in life. Listen, we all make mistakes. We're all not perfect, dude. Like every single one of these guys you watch on YouTube, successful people, every successful person I know has made mistakes, has went through difficult times, have not been perfect the whole way, and they're still not perfect, dude. So we're gonna do a little Truck Talk Tuesday. No, I'm totally kidding. I'm pretty sure that's Brian Lawn Maintenance thing. I would never steal Brian's thing, but I am in a truck, I am talking, and it is Tuesday. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. So I was thinking about something in my actual business that I need to get better at, and I'll tell you that here in a minute. But guys, even I had to talk myself through this today, and I'm relaying this message to you that, dude, online, YouTube and things like that, it looks like everybody has it figured out. Like, it looks like Brian's Lawn Maintenance has it figured out. It looks like I have it figured out. It looks like Stan Genetic, Keith Kalfas. It looks like we all have it figured out, all these guys. And the truth is, man, you just never will have everything figured out. It just will not happen. There's so many variables in your business. Nobody's perfect. And if somebody's trying to tell you that they are perfect, then just beware, because they're not. I promise you. And so, and it could be major things that you need to change, and it can be minor adjustments to your business that you need to change. Let me tell you mine. This is like real. It's very like, there's things you talk about, there's things you can talk about with certain people, there's things you talk about with your inner circle, and there's things you talk about with your immediate family. And this is one of those things, like when you talk about bank account, you talk about numbers and money, you know, it's one of those things, we don't talk about it, man. But so this year I started something that has changed my life, because the way my mind works is very different than a lot of people's. I could be like a hoarder of money. And so what do I mean by that? And I don't want this to come across as like I'm selfish or greedy or anything. But if I make the money, okay, it's my money, and I want to hoard it away. I want to scrape it all away from my business and put it somewhere I can't spend it, because that's the only way I can save money. If there's $100 in front of me and there's something that costs $100, it's just so easy for me to grab it and spend that money. So what I have to do to get over my mind is I have to get that money out of my accounts and put it to a separate savings account. And here's how crazy it is. It's not even like on my bank account app. You have to go click an arrow under, and it's like in another page. So when I'm going in there to, you know, check the accounts, I check my accounts every day, make sure nothing extra is getting charged, making sure, you know, you got to do that stuff. You can't just rely on technology. I go through and make sure everything's legit every single day, and it's not even on that. It's not even on that first page. So, you know, I had to do extra steps to see that savings account. So that's helped me out a lot. Another thing I've done was set up a payroll / expenses / not even really expenses, let me explain, / tax account. And so the reason I do this is because I like things to be set in stone. I can't think of the terminology right now. So when I get from my accountant what I have to pay in taxes, whether that's quarterly, mostly quarterly stuff, payroll, income taxes, quarterly estimates, things like that. And dude, listen, if you guys have questions about that stuff, if it freaks you out, I will try to dabble into it a little bit and get you guys pointed in the right direction, because I know it's scary, it's confusing, it confuses me still. That's why I spend money, I pay somebody to help me out with doing it, but they only do certain stuff. They don't do everything for you. I mean, it'd be very expensive, and just, you're gonna have to learn what to do, but it's not as hard as it seems, but it still can be confusing. Anyways, when they tell me, I write all the checks out from that payroll tax account. It's not attached to my actual business B&B account. And so the reason to do that is whether we have a rock job and we're paying for materials, whether we're paying for this and that, when I figure out how much money I have to send out for taxes and things, or even payroll or anything like that, I write the check, I put that money in that payroll account, and I don't even have a debit card for that payroll account. All I have are the checks, okay? And so the money that's in that account will go back down to zero. There's no more, there's no extra. I don't buy gas with that account. It's only there for the checks that I write that may get cashed in 3 weeks from now. And listen, I was grown up in technology times. I don't balance a checkbook. I don't know any of that. I wasn't taught that. I wasn't raised on that. We had debit cards, credit cards, things like that. So I check my accounts, and that is basically how I balance my checkbook. When I write a check, because debit card comes out immediately, when I write a check, it's from that account that I just put the money in there, and then that's it. The account goes up to what I need, and it goes right back down to zero. Well, you know what I mean, like maybe $50 or $100 in there still, but you know what I'm saying. Like, it's not anything else than the checks, that account, the money just like sits there, and then it leaves, once they cash the check. And so when I started that account, and I think this is what I'm going to start doing, and basically that last 2 minutes, this takes it all away, but what I want to start doing with that account, what I originally planned on for that account, was to estimate how much my taxes will be every quarter. And so throughout that quarter, once a week, I would put in a certain amount of money into that tax account. That way, when it was time for quarterly taxes, it wasn't like a giant hit. That money was just already sitting there. And that was one of those things. That was the whole purpose of this video. Is I was thinking to myself in the truck, just driving in silence. I was like, I've really not done this right now for 2 quarters. So for the rest of the year, 2 more quarters this year, how am I going? It's raining now. I should have made this video after I went into Home Depot, because I really do have a job to do today. We're doing some rock here. That's why I have the Gravely Atlas back there. Anyways, guys, I'm not perfect. I'm just not. Like, I focused more on saving money, and I just totally forgot and spaced out on the purpose of that tax account, what I originally had it planned out to do. Now, dude, don't try to read between the lines in my statements. I'm not saying I don't have the money for taxes. I'm not saying any of that. But when you're just starting your business, if you don't have systems like that in place, you might come to a point at the end of a quarter, a random quarter, like 2 or 3, maybe even 1, hopefully not 4th quarter, where it's time for taxes and that money's not there, and you can't have that happen. That's your number one thing you have to pay as far as your business comes you just have to pay it. You just have to pay it. But for me, I have to have things like this, different accounts, because if I see that money in that bank account, like the main bank account, I think that is all my money, and that's just not the truth. You know, it's just not your money until the taxes are paid, your expenses are paid. Until everything is paid, everybody, you have $100 until your taxes are paid, your insurance is paid, your gas is paid, your guys are paid, your trucks, mowers, whatever you guys have. I mean, you have a little bit of money left. I'm not depressing way. I'm just telling you, like, if we were to take something, like, that is not your money. And so I have to re-engineer my I can't re-engineer my brain. So I have to almost fake it out, man, by separating it in accounts, saying, all right, Blake, your tax money, your payroll money, everything is here. Now this amount in this account can be your money. And then, you know, that's how I keep my gravy train moving, man. But guys, the thing that I've learned is take it one day at a time. So I might not figure it out today. I'm not gonna figure out the perfect system today, but today I'm gonna try to improve that part of my business so that in a quarter, 2 quarters, you know, a year, I will have a more efficient, a better way of doing things. And that will be with every little part of your business. It's all these little things that you do and change that will make a big impact, you know, a year or 2 down the road. So I hope this helped you guys out. Dude, like, it's just, you're not gonna have everything figured out. You never will. And when the second I realized that, I was able to take a deep breath, because I want everything figured out. I want to be perfect, and you just can't be, dude. It's business. It was gonna be 98 degrees. It's been about 93 all day. Hot, sweaty, nasty. It's about 1 o'clock. We're getting rain right now. I'm gonna run into Home Depot, go to Site 1, pick up some rock, and finish out that job. You know, maybe this rain cooled it down a little bit. Probably the sun will come out in a half hour, and it'll just be blistering hot and humid. But anyways, guys, take a deep breath, man. Make small improvements to your business. Go out there, hustle, kill it, pay your taxes, pay yourself, and just try to improve every single day, guys. That's it. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.